35 will discuss about transport phenomena. In that, we'll discuss about viscosity of a gas. So, first of all, we have to know what is meant by viscosity of a gas. Then we'll discuss what will be the expression for viscosity of a gas. So, we'll understand viscosity of a gas and we'll derive the viscosity of a gas. So, first for that, we need to know what is meant by transport phenomena of a gases, and then we'll know viscosity of a gas. Now, transport phenomena. Transport phenomena consists in the occurrence of a directional mass transport, that is called as diffusion, momentum transport, that is called as viscosity, and internal energy transport, that is called as thermal conductivity in a gas and liquids. In these gases, in the gases, these phenomena violates Maxwell's law of distribution of velocities. That is, dn is equal to n into m divided by 2 pi kt to the power of 3 by 2 e to the power of minus m divided by 2 kt into u square plus v square plus w square into du dv dw. So, in this viscosity of a gases, consider a whole gas is made up of a large number of layers, one above the other, moving parallel to the horizontal surface. The velocity of the gas layers is in contact with the surface is zero, and it is increasing along OY in the direction perpendicular to OX at a uniform rate, that is dV by dy, as shown in the figure. Consider a layer B at a certain distance from the fixed solid surface OX. Let V be the velocity of the gas in the layer B. Consider two layers A and layer C above and below B respectively at a distance lambda, that is mean free path of a molecule, so that the molecules move vertically up or down, do not have any collisions while moving between the layers. The velocity of the gas in the layer A is equal to V plus dV by d lambda into lambda. The velocity of a gas in the layer C is equal to V minus dV by d lambda into lambda. Now, due to thermal disturbance, the molecule in all possible directions. The molecule can move in all possible directions. Thus, an average 1/6 of the molecule move parallel to any axis in one particular direction. The number of molecules passing downwards from A to C per unit area of the layer B in 1 second is equal to Nc by 6. The mass of these molecules is m into Nc by 6. Forward momentum lost per unit area per second by the layer A is equal to mnc by 6 into V plus dV by d lambda into lambda. Forward momentum gained by the per unit area per second by the layer A is equal to m into nc by 6 into V minus dV by d lambda into lambda. Now the net lost by the layer A per unit area per second is mnc by 6 into V plus lambda into dV by d lambda minus of V minus lambda into dV by d lambda. So if I do this, we'll get mnc by 6 into 2 lambda into dV by d lambda. So 2 ones are 2 3s it goes, it becomes 1 by 3 mnc lambda into dV by d lambda. Give equation number 1. From the definition of the viscosity or the background dragging force per unit area is given as neta into dV by d lambda. Give equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2, the left hand side is called as viscosity of a gas. So viscosity is equal to loss or gain of momentum per unit area per second. Therefore, neta into dV by d lambda is equal to 1 by 3 mnc lambda into dV by d lambda. Or coefficient of viscosity of a gas is equal to neta is equal to 1 by 3 mnc into lambda, where m into n is called as density. Therefore, neta is equal to 1 by 3 rho c into lambda. But we know that lambda is equal to, according to Maxwell's mean free path, that is 1 divided by root 2 into pi d square n. If we substitute that, we'll get lambda is equal to 3 neta divided by rho c. Now if we equate that, we'll get neta is equal to mc divided by 3 pi d square into root 2. So this is the coefficient of viscosity of a gas. Now the viscosity of a gas depends directly on proportional to the mass of the molecules. If the mass of the molecules are more, viscosity definitely will be more. And it is directly proportional to molecular velocities. If the molecular velocities are very high, then the viscosity is also very high. And it is inversely proportional to square of the molecular diameter. When the molecular diameter is very large, then the viscosity will be very less. And it is directly proportional to square root of the absolute temperature. That means that temperature is more for a gas, automatically viscosity of a gas is also more. Then in this session we discussed about viscosity of a gas and factors affecting viscosity of a gas. Now the phenomena of transfer of molecules from layer of higher concentration to a layer of lower concentration is called as diffusion. And the transport phenomena consist viscosity, diffusion, thermal conductivity. The answer is all of this. The phenomena of viscosity arises due to B, that is temperature difference. So the coefficient of viscosity depends on both pressure and temperature. Coefficient of viscosity depends, it is directly proportional to square root of temperature. So to view this is the reference books we can